Hi everyone, welcome to this short, just under 20 minutes yoga flow, working to help release anxiety in your body, in your mind, trying to calm those thoughts. So just a few little exercises in the body and with the breath, which hopefully you can come back to both on and off of your mat. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. See you on the mat. We'll begin by finding a comfortable seat, whether it be cross-legged. You can have the legs out long or wide, you can be on the knees, you can grab a block or a book or a pillow, anything that you like to just lift the hips a little bit higher. And we'll find that comfortable seat. So softening the hands down, it can be rest on the thighs, in the lap, in finding that length through the spine. Just bringing the eyes to a close, relaxing the shoulders and just starting to focus on your natural breath. And just breathing in and out through the nose. And keep focusing on each breath as you try to allow each of your thoughts to pass by. Just a short practice today as we just work through some little tips that I like to do if I'm feeling anxious or overwhelmed. Just a short practice today working on releasing that anxiety in your body and in your mind. And just keep focusing on your natural breath to start and not forcing anything here. Just breathing naturally in and out through the nose. Just bring awareness into your body, scanning from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet, and just noticing any sensations that arise. Just starting to bring that awareness into the body. Again, noticing any areas here that feel tight. And just trying to direct your breath into those areas as you breathe in. And try to let them go to soften as you breathe out. And just moving your awareness now into your hips, into the pelvic area, into your glutes, the thighs. Just breathing in, just gently squeeze the thighs, the glutes, the hips. You'll feel that natural lift. And then release and let go. We'll take this a few more times. So inhale to squeeze. And exhale to release. Just focusing on this lower part of the body here. And taking that a few more times. That squeeze and release in your own time, in your own breath. And this is great to come back to both on and off of the mat. A great way to try and release that anxiety. And for those moments when you feel that stress or that panic creeping in, just try and come into your body and finding that squeeze and release. And just taking one more here. Just a small movement, and then releasing, let go. Find that moment of stillness here, so relaxing the body, and coming back into your breath. Now starting to lengthen and expand the breath. So maybe making the breath audible to you here, especially if you're at home on your own. Really hear your breath. So taking a nice big deep breath in. And through the mouth, deep breath out. A few more times, deep breath in. Exhale, let everything go. Again, you can keep the eyes closed if that feels comfortable. Just a few more deep breath in. Using that exhale to try and release, empty everything out. And a few more. As you breathe out, really imagine all the tension, all the worries, trying to just empty out of you, out of your body, out of your mind. And coming back still to that deep breath, but now just breathing in and out through the nose. And welcome to keep the eyes closed here if you can. And breathing in, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, release, dropping them down. 2 more times. Inhale, nice slow lift. As you breathe out, quick release. 1 more, inhale to squeeze. And dropping them down. And come back into that stillness. And we'll open the eyes, come forward, or you can bring the legs round to the side to come into our tabletop position. So tops of the feet are on the floor. Knees underneath the hips and spreading those fingers wide. In my favourite position here, coming into that cow-cat pose. So using that inhale to drop the belly, open the chest, shifting the gaze forward. Exhale, rounding through, tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin, feeling that nice stretch across the back. And inhale to drop the belly, finding that space. And exhale to round through. And taking a few more in your own time, in your own breath. Maybe close the eyes here if that feels comfortable. Really feel into your body. Again, notice any thoughts, any worries, that anxiety, if it's filling up your mind. Really try to come into your breath here. Into your body, feeling that movement through the spine. So sinking the breath up with the movement, using those inhales to find space and drop the belly. Exhales to round through, really press that floor away. And just a few more here. And when you've taken that final cat pose, coming into the neutral tabletop position, walking the hands slightly further forward, tucking the toes, and slowly making your way into our first downward facing dog. So pedaling through the feet to start, you can nod the head, you can find movement in the hips. Just easing into your downward facing dog. You can find a position that's comfortable. Don't worry too much about alignment today. Just really come into your breath. And when you're ready, finding that stillness, grounding through the heels. Of course, they don't have to touch the floor. Just take as far as comfortable. And relax the shoulders as much as you can. Take a nice big deep breath in. And then through the mouth, exhale. Let everything go. 2 more times. Nice big deep breath in. Exhale, release. 1 more deep breath in. And exhale. And slowly bring the knees down to the floor. Take the knees as wide as the mat. Tops of the feet come to the floor. Toe mounts together. Sink the sit bones back towards the heels, coming into that extended child's pose. Arms can walk further forward, dropping the head, the chest down towards the floor. Or you can bring the hands underneath the forehead. It can be palm on palm or fist on fist. And just holding here, finding that stillness, relaxing the fingers, the hands. Just finding that moment of ease and keep coming back to your breath. And inhale, shift the gaze forward. Shift the body, knees back underneath the hips. We're going to tuck the toes and just slowly peel back up into that downward facing dog. And this time bend the knees, walk the hands towards the feet. We'll take a nice slow roll up through the spine. And really taking your time here. Looping the shoulders up and back and bring the head to come up last. We'll bring those palms facing forward to Tadasana Mountain Pose. And feet can be together or hip width apart. And closing the eyes here if that feels comfortable. And just reconnecting back to your breath. And just notice how you feel, really feeling that lift through the front body as you breathe in. And a grounding through the back body as you breathe out. And trying here with each breath to let everything go. Try and let go of what you're holding on to. Really try and allow that nice deep, long breath to help calm your body and your mind. It's not always easy. Just really try to connect to your breath. And we'll open the eyes. You can be at the back or the top of the mat for this. We're just going to come into our Utkatasana chair pose. We'll take the feet today hip width apart. We've got that nice stable base. And just lifting all 10 toes off the floor and then pressing them back down. So you inhale, bend the knees, shift the hips back and bring the arms up overhead, coming into that chair pose. We'll just take one breath here. You can keep the hands here, or we're going to bring the hands together at heart center. And deep breath in as you exhale, so you can sink those hips a little bit further back. Keep the weight in the heels. And inhale to come all the way back up. And just give the legs a shake, wiggle them out. We're going to take that again, but this time holding. And when you're ready, inhale, bend the knees. Arms can come up, or you can bring the hands together at heart center. And dropping the weight into the heels, tuck the tailbone under. And we're going to take that squeeze and release again. So as you breathe in, just gently squeeze your glutes, your thighs. And exhale to release. And 4 more times. Inhale to squeeze. You might feel that lift of the body. Exhale, sinking a little bit deeper. And take a few more in your own time, in your own breath. There's another great way to release anxiety. It can help distract your mind as our chair pose is quite intense. So really feeling this in the legs. Again, you can take this both on and off of the mat. Again, even if you look a little bit strange doing your chair pose in public, or just keeping it to the comfort of your own home. And one more breath. One more squeeze and release. And then lengthen the legs. Come all the way up, just shake out the legs, the hips. You maybe wiggle from side to side. And take just a nice deep breath, reset, reconnect. We're just going to step that left foot to the back of the mat. So left toes turn at 90 degrees, right toes are facing forward. Again, don't worry too much about your alignment here, but find that nice wide stance. We can really open the hips and the side of the body to the long edge of the mat. Again, hands can come to the hips, or if you want a little bit more, we'll bring the arms out to either side into that warrior two pose. So already building that strength here in our body and hopefully in our mind. It's quite a strong pose. So hopefully that will feed into your mind and let go with any stress or anxiety. And you can shift that gaze over the top hand. We're going to take that squeeze and release once more of the glutes and the hips. So breathing in, find that squeeze. Exhale to release. Inhale to squeeze, you'll feel that lift. Exhale, release back down. Last one, inhale to squeeze. Exhale, release. And you can relax the arms if they're lifted. Bend this knee, pivot the feet, and we'll take the second side. So left knee bent, right leg straight, or whichever side you're on. Coming into that warrior two, open the hips, then press into the feet. You can keep the hands on the hips or arms to either side. And find that breath, that nice strong pose. We'll take that squeeze and release. Inhale to squeeze your glutes, your hips. Exhale to soften. Inhale to squeeze. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale to squeeze. Exhale, release. Allow the arms to come down. Pivot the feet. You can heel toe the feet back in, or step, or jump, and we'll finish in our Tadasana mountain pose. Legs can be together or hip width apart if you want a more stable base today. Palms facing forward. You can soften the shoulders. Bring the eyes to a close or soften the gaze down, whichever you prefer. And just notice how you feel, hopefully feeling a little bit calmer. Again, don't worry if that anxiety is still there, if those thoughts are still creeping in. And just notice how you feel. And keep focusing on your breath. We'll take a nice big deep breath in through the nose. Through the mouth, exhale, let everything go. 2 more times, deep breath in, exhale out. 1 more, deep breath, and exhale to release. And bring the hands all the way up overhead. Exhale, releasing the hands together at heart center and dropping the head to hands, chin to chest. And coming back to this practice, these exercises, that squeeze and release, that deep breath. Whenever you feel that anxiety starting to creep in and overwhelm you. And hopefully providing some relief, even if it's the smallest of kinds. And as always, we'll finish our practice by thanking yourself for taking this time, for showing up for yourself and being kind to your body and your mind. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy whatever you're doing for the rest of your day or evening, and namaste.